Hey, but since we're talking about trimmers and we're just talking about the TL liner, it sounds like all of us are TL liner fans. And just so y'all know, I'm pretty sure I've said this before, but thanks to Fades, I'm a TL liner fan because back in the day, like 15 years ago, I used TL liners ones and I didn't like them. I didn't understand what the hype was about back in the day. They did not hit for me. But then homie over here told me you got to like set the tension and, move the arm and do all this crazy shit. After doing that, I got some that hit like butter. So I'm a fan of the of the corded TL liners. We talked a little bit about with Ant, but this new cordless GTX, aka the EXOS, those are coming out 260. I think they're selling them at the Barber Expo right now, right? Am I tripping? I think
I
they were
believe
already
so.
selling
Yeah.
them. What are y'all's thoughts about those?
Now the corded, like you said, man, those are the goats, man. I remember getting a pair of those, and when I was still in the military, I had got them as a gift, and I literally used them just to self groom because at the time I wasn't even cutting hair yet, and I didn't even really understand what they were until I started cutting and diving into cutting. But I'm not a big fan of the original cordless Andis, the cordless ones they came out with,
Yep, the
and
TL liner.
I feel like these aren't gonna be any different. I feel like they're just redoing something in a different color, basically. Like Ant said, throwing a gold blade on it and color it black.
Yeah. I know
It's got a
Face.
gold blade on it.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I know you were talking about. You think it's gonna do hot. You think it's
Oh,
gonna
I
sell
think
like
it's gonna
crazy.
be. I think it's gonna be dope. I think it's gonna be hella dope.
But do you think even with that sour taste a lot of people have in their mouth about the cordless tail liner, people still buy it? It looks nice, but do you
I
think
It
they
mean,
does look
still buy it?
nice.
let's discuss this. Okay, let's break it down this way. What makes the best cordless trimmer? I'm gonna say RPMs, correct?
Simon?
So 7,000 plus.
If it's rotary, yeah. Well,
and on a rotary, because it's gonna be rotary, isn't it?
yeah, it is.
So they've already established that. So now Andy's is not, was it Andy's?
Andis.
Andis. I always say Andy's.
Never.
But anyways, Andis. You don't think they know that? I know that. Both of us know that 7,000 RPMs and greater make for a cleaner line. Okay. So they know that. All right. But by sacrificing speed, they give up some torque sometime, right? So you beef up the tensioners, right?
Yeah.
So now, it's that simple. We already know the GTX blade, what it is. It's fire.
Yeah.
So let's put that same GTX blade. I didn't know it was gold though. I never knew that. But so and they got it gold. So let's dip that thing in gold. Let's do that chemical thing where you hook the electricity to it so that the gold sticks to it and it lasts.
Tutorials today on
for
how to
a
make
long
them.
time. So let's do that. Boom. We slap that on there. So what else do we do? Oh, we have to add a charging dock because everybody wants that. Boom. Comes with a charging dock. You know what I mean? They've already seen the market. They've had time to do their, what is that, market research? So with their market research, there's no way it's not the best trimmer on the market.
So here's what I got to say.
Okay.
It says 7,200 RPMs, right? Guess what the TL liners are for them said?
What?
7,200 RPMs. Same exact thing. Not a damn thing changed. Okay? Tension.
Just the color.
Same thing. Literally the same thing.
What do you mean the tensions are literally the same thing?
The TL liner body, the only thing that's changed from the inners of the new TL liner and the GTX cordless is that one of them is cut off the top and it's got a different body and the blade. So everything else about it, have you seen Reggie's review about it?
Oh yeah.
Reggie got him already?
Yeah, he be getting things before anybody else. My man's credit card is on blast. But yeah, he got those. And here's the deal. They hit. But I have a theory about this. We'll go back to them theories about this. I think the blade is different. I don't think it's a regular GTX blade because when they announced it and when they give the stats, the only thing that like had a little flavor to it was the blade. They said something, I don't know exactly what it was, but they said that it was new technology, blah, blah, blah on their GTX, but it wasn't just that it was a gold blade. There was something different about that blade. And he shows videos of them hitting. And he says that they do hit and they looks like they hit, but they hit just as good as a gold FX if not, maybe not as good as the Gold FX. You know what I mean? So I don't know. For 260, like he put them side by side, sound test, sound exactly the same. You know what I mean? And I genuinely don't even think I want a RPM test on those things. I don't believe they got 7,200 RPMs. I don't believe it, because the Renfos that I have with the GTX blade on them got 7,000 RPMs on a good day, usually at 69, 6950, and they hit like crazy. They hit better than the cordless T outliner. So how is it possible that a cordless T outliner had 7,200 RPMs? If it had more RPMs, then shouldn't it be hitting better than my $20 Renfo trimmers? I don't believe it. I think they maybe have 6,500. I would like to see somebody test them. I don't have any. So
you gotta get a pair, do the testing.
I told Reggie, I'm like, I want to see a test, and he didn't do it. I was like, come on, Reggie, I need a test.
But even he keeps it real though. He says, 260 is too steep.
260, bro.
But you got to think 255, but that's without tax. You add tax, but you're looking at like 270, 275. Yeah.
Just wait a year. They'll be like $125.
Yeah. I mean, that's how much the other ones are.
On Black Friday. Espérate al Black Friday.
Black Friday.
But I will admit, it's cool that they are, trying to make it skeletonized and stuff like that. But it's too late in the game. There's too much innovation from too many other companies to be coming out with something you already, done had in the market.
Yeah. What? You mean like a really big pinche blade?
This guy.
And you can do the whole front edge with that right there.
I wish they would have thought about all the other stuff, because you said it. They'd have to have done market research. People want more battery life in their stuff. You know what I mean?
They did do it, dog.
Reggie said, what, 90 minutes?
It's the same thing as the other one. It's 90 minutes. Same thing as the previous one.
Hour charge for 90 minutes. That doesn't seem plausible.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't think they did. I think their market research was, even though we didn't do great with the TL liners, they still sold well. We're doing something. They look way better. People like gold. Yes, that's the market research was people like gold. You know what I mean? Myself included. I like gold. So
black and gold.
Cut the tops, because that's their market research from 15 years ago when people started chopping the tops. Like chop the top, gold blade, GTX blade, because people prefer the GTX blade. That's what's the word on the street. You know what I mean? And if they sell even at least how the other one sold, we'll still make our money with them.
Hey, but what's crazy? When I think of Andis and I think about Wall and Osters, I think of like some pinche viejito being the owner, ain't it?
This dude.
Like some old man. It has to be, bro.
Feels that way.
They're not progressive. I mean, for them, they're the three big, companies that started in the game. So they really don't have to do much. They've already established their name, of course. But it's just, you see innovation from so many other companies. You would want to see, your top three, making that move forward as well to the future.
What do you mean, like a glove with a freaking blade on it?
But I think Andis is the one that's the most to lose here, because Wall has other, like the pet grooming thing is big for them, right? And here's the other thing about Wall that people don't realize: their number one sold clipper today is the Walmart clipper. The color, the
I
color
believe
one.
that.
Yeah, it's
the color guards.
That's their number one sold in the world. It's actually the number one sold clipper in general in the world.
That's
pretty crazy.
Hey, that's my favorite guard system.
Yeah, it's dope. I think almost everyone had that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I have probably go to my house, my dad's house, and it's probably still there, bro. Like, there's the number. So they make money regardless, right? Oster, let's not talk about Oster. Oster Barber's probably like 0.01% of their business. They make toasters and blenders, bro. You know what I mean? And they make money off of toast. They make the best blenders. If you're talking about a cheap blender, you can't beat an Oster blender, like straight up. But what's Andis winning out of this? I know they have the grooming, like the pet grooming stuff, but what else are they doing outside from this? Like, I don't think their Walmart business is that big. Cool Care, you're right. You might be right. You might be right. It might be that the revenue is coming from Cool Care. Because it sounds cool.
Inflating.
I will ask though, if y'all are still going to buy those Andis EXOS if they drop in price. Actually, if this doesn't crap out, what would you still buy them? If they were $150 in a few months from now, would you buy them?
$150 in a few months, I'm definitely copying. $260, no.
Really?
Yeah, I'll pass on it.
You said that your favorite was the original.
The corded, bro.
That's why. That's why.
Yeah.
You can't lose faith.